What's good, everybody? Hope you had an amazing day today. Getting everything finished up to go live. I posted now. We're just cleaning up some last minute things real quick. Let me double check something real quick. Sorry, y'all. Sweet, so tell me how your Monday's been. Love to hear about it. Mine was kind of poop, but you know what? We survived. We made it. We didn't give in. We didn't give up. So I'm proud of us all. I'm proud of you too. Alright, move some stuff. Move some windows around because windows are kind of crazy. It's much better now. I can kind of see things better. Awesome. Sweet. All right, let's get the game going. So we're going to be driving on High Force tonight. Another awesome map. Crunchy's here. What's up, Crunchy? With the looks. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up High Force here. Let's go from, I like the usual spot pretty good, to be honest. It's my favorite spots to start at. Let's change it up. Let's go. There's an Escort. Not a terrible car, but not a gigantic fan. Is the GTR gonna be pretty good? Ooh, that's a straight race car. Supposed to start what? I don't even know, to be honest. My brain's a little everywhere today. It's a crazy day today. I don't see anything there. But start would be the starting point. We always go from a certain starting point. I just like it better than the rest of them. I am a vat of scrambled eggies from today, so I apologize. Could drive an older Lambo tonight. That'd be pretty nice, I think. Maybe we take the Gallardo SL would be a good option tonight, I think. Yeah, I'll dig that one. Question is, do I want to go green or do I want to do like a full Italian? Stripes, craziness. You know, let's just do a nice gray. Sounds pretty good. So yeah, we'll be on High Force tonight. Hanging out, having a good time on it. I do love High Force. It's a very, very beautiful map. Vibes in this map are definitely unmatched. Get myself comfy here and get ready so we get the game loaded up. It's probably gonna beep at me again. Let's see. It's totally fine. It does this whole beeping thing, and it's like, never mind, you're okay. Don't worry about it. I said of Corsa sometimes. Hey, things are working. Look at us go. We've got Ralph here with us. Oh, it's doing the thing again. See how the camera froze again? That's aggravating. It's gonna drive me crazy, chat. Oh, well, hang on just a second. It's still being dumb. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. It was fine last few streams, the whole weekend it was good. Now it's just like, no, I don't want to work unless I'm the focus. It's like, no, camera, hush. That's a camera joke in there somewhere, I'm sure. All right, here we go. Nice little drive on, I'm going to probably drive it the normal way so I don't forget all the crazy little stopping points. But chat, tell me how your day was. Love to hear about it. Like I said, my day was kind of poop, but you know what? We survived. We're doing the dang thing. I'm proud of us. Excited to be here with y'all tonight, hanging out. There we go. Now I know everything's working. We can turn the audio on. Tried driving this track backwards so many times and I fail it almost every time because there's like the way the stopping points are, you don't really have any like notice they're coming up until you see the blue arrow sign. You're like, oh crap, well this is it. And sometimes you just crash. It's an unfortunate part of it. There's a few signs you'll see up here. The first one that got me is the first turn into the fields. I wrecked so bad. It was bad. My poor car is just like when I got Gandalfed on Nihon Turismo. Just instantly gone. Car shuts off. Full red, damage everything. I was like, yep, this is cool. We're walking back home, you know. Oh, you're in trouble for breaking cars? Yeah. Crashing them and destroying them, unfortunately. But it's all good. It's part of learning these maps is you got to figure out what works and what don't, and it's painful. Luckily, I ain't got to pay to repair them. You know, that's the other part that would be really sucky. Is I got to pay to repair all these cars all the time. Luckily, I just reset or go back to pit and I'm good to go. But whew, I couldn't imagine if I had to like have in-game currency to fix them. I'd be broke, chat. Couldn't even afford the gas. On an exciting note, I did hear from Fuzi today, and I got to see something awesome. So I'm really excited for y'all to see what's coming. I'm hopefully going to have some more from him this week on overlays and stuff. But what he sent me today, pristine. I'm more than excited. I think he sent me the message like, hey, here's this, what do you think? And I was instantly just like, love it, yes, I need it now. He's like, okay, glad you like it. Probably scared the poor person, you know. I'm glad to hear. Oh, I can't wait. It's very, very happy and excited. Trying to make this as nice a stream as I can. Where's the sneaky sign? There's a sneaky sign coming up. I want to say it's right up here. My brain tells me it's like right here somewhere. Because I'm getting comfortable, and that's when I know the sign comes up. My eyes are peeled right now. Oh, the crunch licks again. Let's see here. Where you at, sneaky sign? You're coming to get me. Goes from relaxing stream to like mini horror movie over like a sign. That's just my luck, I guess. Ooh, easy. Yeah, I'm not that close to it. I thought it was like right around the bend from me earlier. I should get my bearing. Once I have my bearings, I'm fine. But like I have to remember how far. I remember how far each sign is from the original starting point. It's just remembering from the random points along the map. But there's like the little like stone walls and like the little dividers, just gorgeous. Like the fall trees, love it. And there's an option which I don't use it. It's you could do real time, so whatever time it would be there is the time you could drive in, which I think is pretty cool. But some of the maps, like I showed you on the other ones, that the sun really isn't great on them. It's okay, but like it isn't really like good enough to be used a lot. So I typically just drive at night to avoid a lot of those extra lens flares and craziness, because you'll feel like you're constantly being flashbanged. I'm telling you 100%, chat. I'm sitting probably 3 feet from my monitor, and it's like, you know, your face is all contorted. You're like squinting, trying to see. That looks like the original starting point. So now we're back over here. Hey, we're back at the starting point of the original one. I hear you on that. It's rough. Like some games, like my brightness is turned way down because, I guess for me it's like if it's too bright and there's too much flashing, I could trigger an ocular migraine. And I hate those. I hate having those so much. So I try and sit way back and have like as little brightness as possible on the screen. Comes a sharp turn to the right. There's a little double back coming up, or a little swervy section coming up. I feel like Elmer Fudd. I got to be very, very careful. I still would love to live in an area where I could just go drive through land like this, just see all these really, really gorgeous rolling fields and the little like cottages among them. You got this. I'm trying. This is I mean, this map have history already. When you think circuit track, you think of just obvious, you know, turn here, or stop here, or whatever. This map ain't like that. If your first time on here, you're like, oh, this is great. Why am I suddenly stopped? Why is my car completely damaged? Oh, that little blue sign told me to turn. Ah, I missed it. Man, I love this so much. I was telling my friends at work today, I was like, you know what I need? They're like, what? I was like, I need a good long drive. Just get away for a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to fill the car up. And then tomorrow, I'll pick the girls up. I'll pick up the kids from I'll be here at my house today. Or tomorrow, I'll be at my house. And we're going to get in the car. We're going to get the car ready. And then as soon as the wife gets home, we're like, hey, look. Go throw on some comfy clothes. We're going for a car ride. And just go do absolutely nothing the rest of the day but ride around. I think that's the game plan for tomorrow. There's the pub. Stop and get a beer. Or whatever you like to drink. Subdivision. I wish I knew how far I could drive up into those, because I'd love to go drive in and see the detail, but my luck, as soon as you turn in the driveway, it's like, bonk. Okay, well, that's as far as we go, guys. Enjoy the view from afar. Here it is right here. Okay. See, I remembered. Those little cones and that blue sign is your only warning you have to turn right. So if you don't turn fast enough, you go bye-bye. Also, something random for you all. I got a notification earlier. I logged into X and got on to make a post, and it said my channel had been flagged for review, and it was something, or my page been flagged for review for like spam and something else. So I submitted the review. It came back. It's like, you've been found to not be how had they put it? You've been found to be, basically saying I was fine. There's no worries. Then they took the label off my account that I could be active again. And I was like, what the heck even caused that? I read it like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, what have I done? Am I posting too much? I feel concerned. Don't take away my page, please. Which at one point I was convinced I was going to Blue Sky. You're fine, I'm trying. It was just weird, you know? You hear all these horror stories about people that get like falsely reported, or like their page gets spammed enough they get banned, and it's like, please don't do that. But like I was saying, I was thoroughly convinced I was going to Blue Sky at one point, and then I was like, you know what, let me just take a little bit of time. I don't want to spread myself too thin across too many different pages, then I'll be like, you know, obviously overwhelmed. So it's mainly just posts for when I'm live on Blue Sky at the moment. I don't really do anything else besides I post on X daily, and then I have just the TikTok stuff going to Instagram. That's really about it. Windy, windy curves. And thanks again for the Terraria rundown, Crunchy. I appreciate that. Hoping to pick it up Friday and start dabbling a little bit. Grandma's like, what are you watching? I was like, oh, I'm watching a friend play a game, and they wanted to show me some cool facts about it. She's like, oh, I don't even know where they are. I'm like, oh, Granny, they're right here in the center of my screen. She's like, oh, how can they see that? I'm like, well, they're not on my phone. They're they're playing on something else. Oh, okay. And when she told me something about games when she was a kid was something different. I'm like, I'm sure it was, Granny. But like, I think I still have all my spreadsheets somewhere from when I played Astroneer heavily. Because I alphaed that game, alpha and beta. That game was, like, even now, it is nowhere near as hard as it used to be. As long as she enjoyed it. Yeah, she was interested and she was listening. She's like, I don't know what he's saying, but it sounds like he's having a good time. I'm like, Granny, Crunchy's killing it. Just, you don't see it, and that's okay. Crunchy's killing it. Just, that's all you need to know. She's like, okay. Tell Crunchy they're killing it for me. I was like, I sure will. But back in alpha and beta, and then of course they've been in beta for a long time. Then they recently launched the game, full game. But there used to be sandstorms in that game, and if you're caught out in it, you died. If your stuff was out in it, your workbenches, they basically got blown away. So you could literally go farm the resources to build your benches, but if you didn't build them, they didn't even have an attachment thing on the feet yet. You had to like set them and then like try and get them in a position where they would stay if the wind did come through and the sandstorm did come through, or you'd lose like half your base in one storm. And a bunch of us put in tickets like, listen, you put in a storm, that's great. Please put in something that I have the option to lock it, because having to restart after every storm is driving me crazy. like I would spend 6 hours farming, like digging through the earth to like farm and get all the minerals I needed, and then come back up and like 3 of the 6 platforms I put down are gone. Don't know where they are. They're just gone. So they put in an option where you could lock them in place, which would help them stay for the storm. It's just up to you to remember to lock them. So I tested one. I just made a random platform and just kind of threw it over there and locked it. Made another one that was unlocked to see, and sure enough, unlocked, it would be gone, just into the wilds. So I was like, yay, thank you for fixing that. Because I got really, I mean, when you're like 60, 70 hours to a save and you have nothing to show for it, besides the holes in the ground where stuff was, it was bad. But then there's the plant life on the planet that tries to kill you, because there's not really anything living on the planet at the time whenever it was that new. But the plant life would kill you. There was like ones that exploded, ones that put out noxious gas. Here's the other checkpoint we gotta turn at. Now they got other kinds of stuff. There's some plants on other planets that would smack you if you got too close. But that game really, really intrigued me because resource-wise, you had to travel to other planets. You couldn't just stay on the one planet. You had to go to all of them to get the atmospheric gases, the minerals that are there. So you literally had to build, you had to take your main base and then fly enough stuff to make a smaller base on another planet to get those resources. But then you still had to unlock the secrets of the planet while you were there and upgrade your gun, your dig tool, so you could dig through the planets faster to get to the center. It was nutty, so good. And I played it again recently a few years ago with some friends. They just got into it really heavy, and they still play it. They're like, oh, we're still building base. I'm like, do it. You have an entire planet to start on, and you still get other planets to go land on and you know, basically turn whatever you want. I had a planet that literally was just what was that called? It just created gas. It helped farm the argon. It's not argon. It was one of the rare gases in the atmosphere of that one planet. I just had like 6 of those things just pumping out that gas, so I could just fly in, grab like 8 or 10 of those canisters and fly back home. Sounds ridiculous, but it really was. Like, you had to go to other planets to do it. It's like, okay, I need this metal to make this one thing. Well, crap, I need to go fly to that planet, which is way out here. So I have to have enough fuel to get me into orbit, go to that planet. And then I have to remember that you have to remember to take a tracker. Because if you don't take a tracker with you to lay down after you land, you'll lose track of where your base is at on the planet. Did that the first time. Absolutely hated it. And you have to travel across each planet using tethers to carry oxygen and power to you, because if you don't do that, then you actually die. You'll suffocate. Oh man, that game I was addicted to that game. That's all I played. I remember how many thousands of hours I put into that game in beta to get it, like, to go to as it leveled up and you got to start. And now you get like some kind of starting, you know, setup. You didn't get that in the beginning. It's like, hey, here's your pod. Here's where you landed. You got to figure it all out. Like, okay. As long as you enjoy it, right? I did. I was invested in that game. I loved that game. I still do for the most part. I play it every now and then just to keep the flame alive. You know, go in there and struggle for a little while. See, now that it's even harder, the starting planet doesn't even have half the resources you need, so you have to end up building the trade platform and then trading resources across other planets, which you don't really see this part, but you have to fly them out and trade to get the resource you need to then make the resource you have to have. Oh, it's nutty. It's even harder now than it was back then, but now you just don't have any sandstorms. They got rid of all that. Like, they had some big like thing on Twitch. They're like, hey, we're taking questions. And I'm like, when are the storms coming back? They're like, no, we're not bringing those back. I'm like, bring them back. Show these noobs what it was like to struggle. Let them feel my pain one time. When you have a backpack full of malachite, you fought so hard to farm. And you get to the top in the middle of a damn sandstorm, and there's blocks of sand and blocks of earth smacking you and killing you. And then you die. And then to get back to your body, you have to run the however long it was you traveled from the base to that area, or drove, especially if you drove there in a rover and you died, you had to walk all the way back from your base, and hope you had tethers to get there. If not, then you got to you have to find the I think it was composite, to make the tethers to then go walk all the way back to your body. Oh, it was insane. There was one save I never completed because I did that. God Preacher, my friend, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. How's your Monday been, my friend? Good, yeah, glad I could stop in. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm kind of a fickle streamer, you know. I'm kind of late nights and odd times, so I totally get it. But I'm so glad you got to come by and hang out with us. All right, there's the park or whatever that is. Going up on the next turn. Should be right up here. Whatever works best for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm streaming more often than I used to. I used to stream just on Friday and Saturday nights, but I've started incorporating Sunday mornings and Monday nights to kind of help me get a little more stream time in each week. It's also easier after the kids go to bed to get a stream in, because then it's like, it's just me. I can breathe, I can relax, while the kiddos, you destroy the house. Get their Roblox out, you know, on their tablets on, and be playing it like crazy. But oh goodness, that's awesome. Doing 3 nights a week right now, that along with YouTube uploads. It is a lot. Like, I don't know, like, what's your typical upload schedule right now on YouTube? You don't mind me asking? I'm curious. So I'll make sure I follow you or subscribe to you on there, because that's awesome. Trying to do uploads and streams, I give you all the props. Because right now I'm doing Roblox is fun. Yeah, we play. There's some games I play with them like harder than they play. Like, I'm in it. Pet Simulator all day. But right now I'm doing YouTube shorts and TikToks on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then I try and do a long form content video on Sundays, about an hour long. And whew, I'm telling you, trying to get all that in while working is just insane. So anybody that's doing that, trying to get content out on YouTube each week, for all the props. Uploading long form Tuesday, Thursdays on YouTube, short form all through that. I'll give you credit for that. Daily YouTube work, basically. Whew, all the props, my friend. I worry I'm gonna burn out if I try and do it weekly like that every day. So I'm like, I'll make a deal with myself and do 4 days a week, but it's spread out. Keep myself from being like, you know, worrying about it too much. But yeah, it's the same name on YouTube. Get my cellular device real quick. Don't burn yourself out. Exactly. That's what I worry about, because I get so enveloped in things that I will burn myself out entirely. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm taking a break. I need a break. Let's stop right here a second. Same name? Sweet. Let me check this out here. The COD. I thought I maybe already follows you or subscribe, but I want to make sure. Nope, I see you right there. Boom, subscribe. Look at you with that 1.16k subscribers. Heck yeah, look at you go. Proud of you. Heck yeah. Right there, every Tuesday, Thursday. Sweet, I got you, my friend. Be checking you out. Boom, my guy. Absolutely, absolutely. How about the support over here, my friend? Oh, another turn coming up right here. My spidey senses are tingling. Yep, here it comes. Which is where it's at. I love it. Absolutely. I say it a lot, like it's, this space is, it looks like it could be really, really toxic, right? Like there's not enough support for each other. It's all cutthroat, but like I've met so many great people that literally just want to help each other grow, and that's just awesome to see, and support each other, and you can't beat that. It makes you want to keep doing it because you feel like you've got like-minded people that want to, boost each other up. I hate this turn. It's very cutthroat. It can be, and that's what's sad. You know what? It's like we could all do so much more and get so much further if we literally just supported each other, helped each other, versus like trying to single somebody else out or like attack them to make ourselves feel better. It's just really sad. And I hate that for anybody that has to go through that. Here, it's awesome. I got some shut eye working so tomorrow. I'll catch you next time. I appreciate you, my friend. Come by anytime, hang out with us. Love having you in here with us anytime. Always drama and crap that's not needed. Absolutely. Absolutely. I kind of equate it to like when you got into like your freshman year of high school and you suddenly realize that people are like, some people are just really, really like negative. Because your hope is you can go in and hang out and meet people, but then you realize it's not that way for most. I mean, Artemis asked a really good question on X. I follow her, and she does really awesome stuff. She asked the question, what's something you've learned since becoming a content creator? And I said, not everyone in the streaming space or content creation space has your best interests in mind, and they'll use you as a stepping stone. And it's the truth. And it's sad truth. I would feel awful if I was to make somebody believe that I was there to support them and grow with them and then leave them behind like that. That just really, really hurts. That breaks my heart. I mean, in my opinion, if one of us wins, we all win, because if we're all supporting each other, then the support and growth they've seen, if we're all working together, we all should win. You know what I mean? We should all see growth. But like I said, that's not the case for everybody. Most people believe it's all their work and their thing, and on Twitch, even if it took me 11 years off and on. Exactly. You made your goal. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I really don't, in terms of goals, I really don't know for myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just enjoying it. You made a K, exactly. You got 1,000. That's awesome. I don't really have any goals at the moment. I really just want to have fun and hang out and meet people and, just kind of bring that positive energy and see what happens, I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice if things took off, but I'm not going to sit here and expect it to happen. Things take time. I love ads. Don't you just love ads? They're great. Ads just make me so happy, Crunchy, I'm telling you. Just whenever you're in the middle of a good conversation, it's just, boop, here's ads. Alright, let's see. I think we're at the downhill part now. Yep, there's the left turn. I remember things at certain points. It was good seeing Cod Preacher. I followed him on X and really liked their content. They're positive. I think I saw them through Catch, who comes in here sometimes. XK, I think it's how you pronounce your name, Catch. I saw them repost it. I'm like, okay, I'll check them out. They're a really cool person. them and gaming with Grandpa was really cool too. Hoping to catch one of their streams, hang out with them. But yeah, it was a massive stepping stone to many issues some people have supported. Turn just being used so they can. Oh, we're going off-roading. It's a slick turn. Sorry about that. I lost follows and stuff again. Absolutely. And that's the thing is like, and I struggle with this mentally a lot, is like, how can I put it? Because it's going to sound like I'm being hypocritical. And I think Crunchy, I can't remember which Discord we met through first, but I was in Smurfs Village, I was in Kingdom of Clowns, I was in Slick City, I was in a few other Discords at one time, because I was under the premise of we're all going to work together. FD, that's right. Okay, so it was FD, me and you met through. And I've had a great relationship with FD and now Streamers Galaxy. I have. But back whenever I was in the other Discords, it was, hey, you're a small streamer. Come hang out with us. Post your link. We'll help you grow. And most of the time, they did. There was a lot of, hey, here's you're almost close to affiliate. We'll help you. Once you got to affiliate and you were all on the same level, there was no support left. And I'll never forget one of the guys that I first started talking to in Kingdom of Clowns, APG Ace. I met him through, I met through different ones. There was Twitch Streamers Unite, which was a fallback group from a Twitch streamers chat thing on X we were all part of. But me and Ace were talking, and Ace was like, yeah, come here and check out this Discord. So I did. Everything was cool. Everything was great. I got affiliate, and suddenly I was the bad guy. And the reason why was I had somehow got more followers than the guy that brought me in there. And because I had more followers than him, I was doing better than him, and therefore I was leaving him behind in his terms. So I got shit on really bad for just having more followers than the guy. And it wasn't even like I had a lot. I think it was 100 followers, and he had like 80. But because I had more than him, I was suddenly the bad guy. And I'm like, this ain't the right space for me then, because I'd be like, yo, bro, you just started streaming like however many months ago, and you got 100 followers. Hell yeah, let's go. It wasn't like that. It was, you're doing better than me. I don't like you now. It's like, whoa, like we were just talking and cutting up last week. Like, what the heck? So I'm real wary of things like that, just from experience. And and not all servers are bad. Like I said, Streamers Galaxy's been great. I have no issues with anybody in there. We get along pretty well. They give up. I feel bad for a lot of people I meet. They don't like the drama, and they lost everything a while. Like Reaper, he was in FD too. There was Tech Discord, and just not screwed because they were. Yeah, I've heard about Tech. I'm trying to remember. I met Tech in another Discord. I'm pretty sure, because when I joined FD, Lycan was running it. But I want to say I met Tech in a different Discord, because when they had that conversation with me about Tech, and then I went and checked. I was going to watch somebody on stream, check out a few streams on Twitch, and I saw Tech was live. Tech 088 was one of my followed accounts, and I was like, is that the same guy? And sure enough, it was. But I want to say I met Tech through Smurfs or one of the other ones. I didn't meet him until after all that, or is it way before all that happened or after? There's still a lot of animosity about that too, which is kind of crazy, but I get it. If he caused that much trouble after, okay. I mean, that was a huge ordeal, I reckon, from everybody that was there originally. And I don't like drama. I don't like fighting. If we can just talk it out and come to an agreement, I'm much happier with that. But that's just me. There's another turn. I'm like, that turn's early. Wait a minute. should be a double back down a fence row, and then we're going, that'll be our next turn. Worst part was I become the enemy to both discords. I told him I ain't helping with spying. Absolutely. And it's sad that you became a bad guy just because you didn't want to do the spying. Like that's got to be hard. Because at that point, I mean, if you got friends on both sides of it, you're like, well, I don't want to be caught in the middle. You know, I just want to be able to be friends with people I'm friends with and not deal with the drama. That's one thing that I just can't get behind, is putting somebody in the middle like that. Okay, this should be, yep, there it is. The signs turned black. It actually scared me. Wasn't ready for that. And I hope eventually, like, you know, there'll be a time whenever the Discord can move past a lot of that and we can move forward and not worry about it, you know what I mean? Focus on the good things in the future. That's why I looked at everything and just said, I can't anymore for my brother, be careful, right? That's totally fair. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to separate myself from it all and not be in the middle of it. I totally agree with that move. And in that situation, I would have done the same thing. I've been like, you know what, y'all have it, I'm good. I just can't wrap my mind around it. I really can't. I had to, it would have got worse. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm learning there's so much tension in Discord, in like streamer Discords. It just blows my mind. I'm like, man, like, it's almost like you see like rival factions meet up, you know what I mean? Because people just get so defensive and so territorial. You know, I hear the word poaching so many times. Like, that's what they're doing. It's like, well, you know, they messaged me and said, hey, hope you're doing well. Appreciate, you know, letting me be in the Discord or whatever. And if they're like another like leader of a Discord. And that does happen. I'm not saying poaching doesn't happen, but it's just really, really territorial when it comes to Discords. And I try to stay out of that as much as I can. Like, I'm probably one of the quietest co-owners in SG because I want to make sure everybody's happy. I just want to get along. I don't want to be fighting or, you know, causing tension. They need me, I'm there, but I'm not trying to be involved to a point where I could add to the tension, you know. I don't understand why I point fingers at everyone that's new. That's right. That's a very good point. And it's a very valid question, you know, why I point fingers at everyone that's new to it, you know. I totally get it. Say if there's been, yeah. If they're being bad, right. Oh, I can totally get behind that. I totally understand too, if they're being like really bad and really obnoxious and really like, if they're causing a lot of shit, then absolutely. Like, I get it. That's why personally I know I couldn't run a server like that, because I just don't have it in me to be like in the middle of it. It's just, okay, you're gone. Like, I just don't have it in me to waste the energy on that. You know what I mean? Like, if it's somebody bad and they're causing trouble and they're bringing everybody down, they're just gone. But then again, that gives you a bad reputation. You walked out fast, right? But then it gives you a bad reputation before you ban everybody. You know what I mean? That person can just say, oh, they banned me for no reason. Well, they're going to be believed, right? You couldn't defend yourself in that conversation. So now it's believed you just ban everybody for no reason. They're not going to join. But in your case, like you're saying, it's like, you know what? Instead of dealing with this BS, I'm just going to call it. Like, bye. Have a good one. I walked away from several Discords at one time because I couldn't do it anymore. I like Jazzy, my good friend, she got kicked for something stupid because link to the Discord was leaked. Okay. Which that's wild to think about. And Jazzy sounds familiar. What was their Twitch name? That does sound so familiar to me. I feel like I follow somebody with Jazzy in their name. Okay. That sounds familiar to me. Silly VR Girl. Okay, that's where I know it from. Because I follow Silly VR Girl. That's where I know Jazzy from. Okay. And I get along with Silly VR Girl pretty well too. I think she's, an awesome streamer. I think she was in what was FD at one time too, I'm pretty sure. The text now everywhere, right? It's crazy how people disperse over time, like you know them one place and you see them 5 other places. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, I think Miss Rages and I met through Kingdom of Clowns, if I'm not mistaken. That one or Smurfs, one of the two. And love her to death. I still know APG Ace from the other Discords. A friend of mine, Q, he's not around anymore streaming. He did do like veteran, like morning breakfast, like podcast kind of thing. It's really cool. But I haven't seen him online in a long time. There's so many people that like I used to stream with or be in the streaming space with that just don't do it anymore. It's really sad because a lot of them are really good streamers. They had really good content, had pretty good followings too, But things like that happen and they just eventually go away, and it's kind of depressing. I think his name was the Original Q. Yeah. The Original Q on Twitch. Did Tarkov content. Great Tarkov player. Dude was awesome at Tarkov. In other games, he had like a God of War stream thing for a while. Then he had some other game. Dude was really cool. Reminds me to find time whenever Ace is live. I can go pop in there and surprise Ace for a little bit. That's my little brother. I love that dude. We ain't blood, but he's blood to me. I love Ace. I'm just never able to be like getting his stream because I'm always at work when he's streaming. I may see what I can do tomorrow by taking my break at an odd time, just popping in, surprising him. I had a great time being in a Discord. My first time ever being in a community, right? And that's always a bonus, and like the draw to it, right? Is being around people that are like-minded and want to, you know, they're on the same trajectory you are. It makes you feel like you're included, and that makes me like feel more inclined to like make content and do things like I'm doing now, because people like are in the group with me, and like we all support each other and build each other up and hype each other up, you know. Like one of my older Discords, one of the other Discords I was in, not my Discord, but one of them I was in, there was a hype channel, and people that, you know, you grew friendships among people that were in the Discord, and they'd be like in the hype channel, hey, when are you live next? You're like, oh yeah, I'll be live tonight. Like, sweet, I'll be there. And it's just a way to keep each other, you know, accountable. Like, hey, your next scheduled streams tonight. What time? You're gonna go early? You're gonna be on time? Like, you know, better earlier on time than late. You know, and it was just a way to keep each other, you know, active and ongoing. It's really cool. And I want to see more of that. Don't know, I just want the best for everybody. At the end of the day, that's all I want. I can remember another guy, Collective Sooth. I remember him from one of those other Discords when he was like a small streamer, like sub 200-300 follows. And you see him now and he's like, what, over 2K or something crazy on follows. He's got like a crazy Discord, and it's wild to me. It's my first time having 30-50 people. I've never more than 20 and being the best Terraria player. Oh, right on. Absolutely. But here's where like I have a struggle, right? And like this is where maybe you can be my voice of reason here. I have a hard time, especially looking at like past, like not as much Streamers Galaxy, but just in general in my past. I had a hard time understanding the draw of being in a Discord and being on these trains, because you were seeing, you had like for what it is in general, you have a really nice stream with a lot of people, right? You have a nice stream with 25-30 people in it. There's a lot of people. It makes you feel like it's a really popping stream. Then you go live the next time without that, and it's just you. You go live the next time, it's just you, until that comes around again. And for me, it was like, if I'm going to grow, I want to do it as organically as possible. But I also don't want to feel defeated when I see those raid train numbers, and then I do my own stream next and it's 1, 2. And I'm not saying those people aren't valid, not at all. But the way it plays tricks in your mind where you think, okay, next stream's going to be 25-30 people. And then you realize, wait, if I'm not on the train and I'm not promoting, I'm not going to see those numbers. That kind of makes sense. So I struggled with that for a long time, because I didn't feel like I was growing organically. I was growing, I was getting follows, I was getting, you know, good views, but it wasn't like I was seeing the long-term effect of that. And I could be looking at that wrong, 100%. I could be absolutely looking at it wrong, and please tell me if you do, if I am. Something I talked to Newblun about, he was kind of confused, right? I love Newblun, he's a good dude. He's my third Aussie friend, you know. But it definitely, it plays tricks on your minds a little bit, and it makes you feel like you should have. It basically could give somebody without the right mindset the wrong idea. Because Because being on a train with a lot of people is a good thing. It's a lot of good visibility for you. But is it honest growth that you can maintain? Always like tries to game out every time he plays. Oh yeah? Always everything he plays. Well, that's cool. Game out to mean everything he plays. Heck yeah. And like even that to me is like, you know, organic. Like when somebody pops in, they're like, hey, you know, what game is this? Oh, it's Assetto Corsa or whatever. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. What are the games you like to play? Oh, well, off-stream I like to play. And you just talk about games for a little bit. And that person randomly picked you to watch. But like, you know, I had a pretty cool conversation with that guy about games we're playing and like games we're interested in, and like just keeping it going, keeping it the conversation going. That to me is organic growth. Because that person may come back, hey, I want to go watch that guy again. He actually talked to me for a little while. It was kind of nice. But when you're, I mean, I guess I'm just going to get off my soapbox here, but don't assume you're going to get massive growth without you promoting yourself. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. You could do all these extra things to try and get visibility, but unless you're actively pushing that visibility and advertising yourself outside of that, you won't really see the benefit or the benefits you want to see. So can it be a good starting point? I think so. You can meet people and make connections and, you know, and grow together, and work on content together, but I wouldn't say it's the be all end all. There's some people's streams always try to active chatter for everyone's streams. Absolutely, and that's what I love about you popping in here and hanging out with me. We'll talk, chit chat back and forth, emotes in chat. I love it, and I want to talk to everybody that's in chat, you know, and have a good time and talk about anything. I'm an open book. Like I have no problem talking about anything with anybody. And streaming helped me get better at that, because I used to be really, really like reclusive in terms of when it came to conversations with people. I really backed off. I just kind of stood back and let everybody else talk. And streaming for the length of time I have now, it's just been nice to be like, okay, talk to somebody, chat about anything. It could be your day, it could be your favorite food. You know, like that one stream, Catch asked, oh, what's your favorite kind of snack? I'm like, cool, chat, what's your favorite kind of snack? You know, the point of stream, just chat, and I was the same way as well. And it got me out of my shell, absolutely. Out of my shell and just chit-chatting about everything. I've had streams with 0 viewers. I talk like I had 100 watching. Just had a good time. I probably look crazy in the VOD, but I do. I talk like there's 100 people watching all the time. Maybe somebody just wants to lurk and listen, and that's cool with me too. Nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just want to enjoy the conversation. Maybe somebody just likes to hear somebody, you know, chit chat about their day. Okay, I'm here for it. You know, I'm not trying to be the I'm not trying to have these like crazy, wacky, outlandish streams where, you know, I'm halfway interested in chat, but I'm also doing all these other crazy things to the side. I want to make chat the focus. You know, we're just sitting here cruising. This is very, very nice and relaxing for me, but it's also easy content that I can be talking to chat and not lose track of where I'm at, or lose track of who I'm talking to, or what conversation we have, because that's what I feel should be important. It's the viewers, in my mind. Why is it so quiet in chat, right? Yep. Why is it so quiet in chat? That's right. And it hurts at first, you know what I mean? The first time you hear that, it's like, why is it so quiet in here? You've got like 20 something people. Then you realize they're there, but are they there? That's the question I always ask. Yeah, you've got 50 something people watching, but are they there? Not 100%. That's right. It's one of them things like you talk about, and I bitch about it a lot. I do, because you know me. At this point, I'm pretty easy to figure out. I bitch about it a lot, but there's a lot of like, hey, I want to support you. I want to be here for your streams. I want to help you grow. And it's like, cool, yeah, let's do this. Show up like, hey man, I'm here for your stream. I'm so excited. Cool. And then 5 minutes later, all right, I'm heading out, bro. Have a good one. It's like, all right, well, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. But then they also come back, and it's a double-edged sword for this. They take that 5 minutes, 10 minutes of support, and they rub it in your face the next time they see you. You're like, man, you know, I really hope I want to get my views up. Well, I was in there. You know, or I support your streams, why ain't you in mine? It's just, it gets so negative. And so I don't keep rambling. Oh yeah, I hate that. It's the truth. Like, there's a lot of people that do that, or they try to guilt trip you into giving them a raid, or you know, it just, at the end of the day, that's one thing that really grinds my gears, is people messaging you and being like, hey, raid out to me at the end of your stream, or hey, shout me out in your chat. Well, you're not even here, bro. Like, we're all having a good conversation. You're not here. I'm not going to shout you out just for being a friend of mine. And like a third of the people would come back, right? That's like this whole thing with clicks going around X right now. And I don't understand this struggle, so I can't say yay or nay on it, but the thing with clicks where he says he only thanks the higher value donations because they're fewer and far between. He doesn't thank all the $5 like tier 1 subscribers. It'd be a thank fest. And I'm like, yeah, I see it. If you got a lot of tier 1 subscribers, you can't thank them all. Okay. But wouldn't it also make sense to, when you find a few minutes to talk, be like, hey, thank you to blah, 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 all these people for the tier 1 subs. And you just kind of thank them every so often. So you still thank everybody. You ain't got to do it as it happens. But if you make it a point to say, hey, when I get to the next break in stream, I want to thank everybody, or, you know, I'll get to you. That tells me, okay, cool. But I mean, you know how it is when you gift to subscribe, when you gift to a streamer, or you raid to a streamer, or whatever you're gonna do. But you want me to follow, then where you and I agree, right? 100%. That's right. I had a guy, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to cast any shade, but just as an example, really good guy, smaller streamer, like me. You know, he just got over affiliate. Really enjoyed streaming with the guy. We had a good time talking. A lot of good late nights, you know, just sitting up, throwing ideas around. I really enjoyed talking to this person. I was on the raid train on a late night, and I was about to raid out to, I think it was Lycan doing overnight. Hits me up during the stream on Twitch Whisper, hey, raid to me when you get done. And I was like, I can't, I'm on the raid train. I got to raid to Lycan. Why are you choosing Lycan over me? Because I'm on the raid train, and Lycan's the overnight spot. So I can't raid to you with this raid. I apologize. Maybe next time I'll get a raid together. Yeah, but all your raids are like one person, 2 people. I'm like, well, that's who I had watching. People that came to watch me. I appreciate them being here. And I raid out to everybody at the end of my streams. That's the way I like to do it. Whether it's 1, 2, or 50. I want to support another, you know, I'll support somebody else. Well, raid to me. I said, I can't. And we had this big fight through Twitch Whispers. And finally, I just stopped talking. I was like, I'm done talking. Like, I've said my piece. I raided out to them the next weekend as a, let's just see. I raided out. I had 5 viewers. I was so thankful. I thanked them the entire stream. Thank y'all for being here. I really do appreciate y'all. You know, I got, you know, some people put biddies in. It was more than I could ever ask for. Just being here is enough for me. You know what I mean? And I raided out to him with 5. He never acknowledged the raid. I wasn't like I was asking for a parade, but it'd be nice to say, hey, Pipto, thanks for the raid. Viewers came in, hey, we're here from Pipto's stream. Didn't acknowledge it one bit, and I never talked to him again. I was like, you want to get it rated, and I can't raid you, you get mad. Then I raid you with 5, trying to be nice and like bury the hatchet, and then you don't even acknowledge they're there or that I did it. And I was like, you know what? I am done. Unfollowed them, unfriended them on Discord. I haven't talked to them since last year, and I won't. That really hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? To like treat somebody that way. And honestly, it cost people some support, because I didn't raid to anybody for a while after that. I wouldn't. I was terrified of the same thing happening, where like I would raid to somebody, oh, that's not enough people, or they just don't even acknowledge them, and I feel really bad about that. It's usually, and then just like, yeah, pretty much made me feel bad about not raiding them when I couldn't, and then when I raid them, it's not enough. You know, one of my friends had another person along that same Discord was doing a charity stream, and I worked a buttload of overtime. I had, you know, I was like, I'm going to donate. I love charity streams. I always donate every time I get one's up. I was like, you know what? This friend's doing a really great cause. It was for the controllers for people with like disabilities. I put in $100 for it. I did it. I didn't want any kind of, I even did like anonymous, like just $100, like here's for your charity. I'm so excited you're doing charity stream. I love it. And Dono went through, they're like, oh my gosh, somebody put $100 in. That's crazy. I'm like, awesome, you know. They again didn't want any recognition. I don't care about recognition. It's for a good cause. The next person put in 20, and he's like, oh, why couldn't you put in 100 like the first person? We could make this goal go by quicker. And I'm like, whoa, are you serious? People are giving out of the kindness of their hearts for this charity you're trying to run, or trying to promote, and you're trying to make them feel bad for not giving more. It's like, not everybody can give 100. Not everybody can give 20. You know, $5, $1.50. Exactly. What if they can't give much? Exactly. You know, be happy people thought enough of you and what you're doing to give $5. You know, and the moral of the story is, I've taken the time to assess who's around me and get rid of those people that are like that. I had to, and a lot of them came from that kind of Discord environment, the community Discord. You know, they see somebody that's maybe doing a little better, or you know, is somebody who's really grinding and they're seeing some improvement and some growth. They want to jump in on it and get some of that growth too. You know, I've had people come in my streams before, and I wish I still had the VODs. Come in and be like, hey, if you like Pepto stuff, you're gonna like mine. And I'm like, bro, I could have shouted you out and we'd been fine. But they're like, no, come over and hang out in my stream. I'll be live tonight at blah 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 time. I'm like, okay. Banned. Sorry, don't come in here advertising your stream, bro. Like, bye. But I don't know. I just really wish there wasn't as much toxicity in this space. I really wish there wasn't. If I could show you all the clips I have of my kids, because my oldest kid wants to be a content creator so bad. She even does her own little YouTube intros for her videos. It's adorable. Remember one streamer, I don't know if you remember, the transgender, she asked for money under the radar. Oh, yeah. Who was that? I forget. I know exactly what you're talking about, though. Ron, my friend, how you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. How's your Monday been? Just doing some late night cruises here, my friend. Get comfy with us and hang out if you like. Absolutely, she was a mess. Tuesday, it's going well. Oh, I got you. Okay. I see you. I'm still rocking the Monday, you know. Would like to be on Tuesday. Just woke up. Right on, right on. Where you at, my friend, if you don't mind me asking? Living there in future land already in Tuesday. Getting there, Pepto. We are. It is 9:32 p.m. my time, so I've got a few more hours before it's officially Tuesday. Hello from the future in Finland. Oh, right on, my friend. Glad you could join us. All the way from Finland. Don't mind the Tennessee accent. Don't let that scare you away. So I've got some friends now. I've met more people from Australia. I've met a few more from New Zealand. I met another one from. There's another guy. Well, who's that guy I met the other day? I have a friend named Symbolish who is an amazing, amazing person, and she introduces me to people she meets through these other servers she plays and games she plays, and a lot of them are other countries. Finnish rally accent is scary, so no problem. Right on, right on. Oh, goodness. I'm with you. Now, usually they hear the southern accent. Everybody's like, whoa, wait a minute. So I just kind of have to tell everybody I'm harmless, I promise. You know, just a teddy bear. But what kind of games you play, my friend, if you don't mind me asking? You prefer like RPGs? You prefer FPS? What's your go-to chill, or like games you like to play and relax to, for example? Crunchy is an incredible Terraria player. I hope to be that good in 15 years. Assetto Corsa, mod make it. Oh, sweet. Right on. That's what I like playing, is Assetto Corsa and mods. I really do enjoy it. 15 years. Hey, I'm just saying, 15 years I might get decent. Now, I recently got into Assetto Corsa. This is when I kind of changed my content around. I love this game. Love the modded maps. I'm really into the free roam maps as much as I can be. And if I'm driving, it's pro drifting. Oh, that's awesome. See, I cannot drift. I drift to sleep, or I drift side to side while walking. I cannot drift cars. I'm pretty bad at it. And apparently I drift from the right lane to the wrong lane in this game pretty often, but it's okay. A couple comps. Oh, that's awesome. Heck yeah. Took only 3 years to perfect it. In my 3 years for you, at least 9 for me, I guarantee that. That's really awesome though. Doing a couple competitions, shoot. Been on it 8 or so. Oh, okay, sweet. I want to say I started like toward the middle of last year, just getting on it, but I don't really like do any racing. I'm not good enough for that. I have this thing, heavy anxiety. So anything competitive, I'm like, 12 or 13. Oh, wow. Okay. That's awesome. It's 8 years. That's awesome though. Heck yeah. The only driving I do is to work and home, or I'll travel for work, but nothing that awesome. Pro cars, complex race cars. That is sweet. So what's your preferred car to drive? I guess I'll ask that question. So I'm sure you got to have a sweet rig. I guess that's what you'd call it, right? A sweet ride. My own. Runs VDC physics. Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome. That is sweet. My rig is not even a rig. It's I has budget. That's about as far as I go right now. I just have this like little racing frame with like a little piece of square bar for that, for my wheels to sit in. Okay, right on. So, I absolutely agree with that. See, I wouldn't even know how the first step to mod. I really wouldn't. I'm not that savvy when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, I love finding cool things and cool mods to check out. But as far as me ever trying to make something or learn, dumb brain right here. That ain't gonna happen. Making tunes for a couple of years, making car data, and last year started a 3D making. Oh, that's awesome. Do you have like a YouTube or anything else you do on the side to like put up like videos? I'd love to check that out. That sounds awesome. I do edits of my. Oh, sweet. Is it the same name you have right there on Twitch? Because I'll sub there. I know. I ain't afraid. I'm always looking for interesting stuff to check out. We found a little spot to pull over right here. Hang on a second. All right, so put that there. Let me set it up here because I'm definitely intrigued in this. Let's check this out. The same. Okay. Check you out here, my friend. Okay. I can link. Oh, that'd be awesome. You should be able to. I don't think I have it set where you can't link anything. Oh my gosh, what is my phone doing? My phone's doing everything but not the right thing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I see you. Subscribe, baby, all day. I'm gonna save that to my watch later too, so I don't miss that. Save to watch later. I got you, my friend. I'm gonna check out these videos after stream. Shoot, yeah. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. Heck yeah. Do you stream often, or do you just kind of stream here and there? Just, you know, like maybe streaming alongside the content creation? 'Cause I could stream too. I ain't above it. Let me hit you up on that too. I'll try and get you on all of it here and there. Okay. Well, I'm gonna follow you, my friend, and I'll try and catch one of these next streams you put up. We'll check you out. And again, thanks for sharing. That's awesome. I'll check out more of your stuff after stream. Maybe, you know, like most people, I'm gonna lay in bed, look at my phone for a little while. So check out your videos and See what's up. Just be excited. I'm excited to watch some videos now. I usually watch like brain rot stuff until I go to sleep. You know, just kind of lay there and laugh, and then finally I just pass out. But it's always a gamble if I'm going to fall asleep with my phone above my face or next to my face, because then it's either I'm going to, you know, wake up and it's just kind of laying there, or I'm woken up by it, you know. Get a nice big like red mark on my face where it smacks me broadside. It's great. Library by my homie, but my idea, 2-minute project it was. Saddling the vid car version, of course. Right on. Heck yeah, I'm with you. That is so cool. That's awesome. You popped in here to hang out with us tonight. Which we're about nearing the end of our stream soon, but don't go anywhere. We're going to raid out to somebody and share the love like we always do. Always trying to raid out every stream and support somebody else that's on their streaming journey. So I appreciate you, my friend. I really do. I really do appreciate that. That's awesome.
Hello there.
Appreciate that follow as well. I think it's so much to me. It really does. We're just trying to spread a little positivity in this little corner of Twitch. It's awesome you popped in and hang out with us. My stream tomorrow, we will see. Oh, right on. Amazing people, y'all. Hey, right back at you, my friend. Our whole goal here is to spread positivity and love, and you know, be accepting and talk about cool stuff. Very chill. We try to be chill. Sometimes it's nice to just sit down and relax and take a load off. Unwind from the day, you know, or just starting your day, and some people who are in future land over there, you know. I'm gonna have to be thinking of the Futurama line every time I see Ron pop in chat. It's gonna be "Welcome to the world of tomorrow." I love it. I love Futurama too. Futurama's a good show. See, you get it? That's what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll just make a check-in. It's just that. Just the Ron check-in for Welcome to the World tomorrow. I'll do that. I'll set it up. Don't think I won't, I will. Oh, God. You can ask Crunchy. We, one of the maps we were checking out, I think it's called, I'll tell you the map name in just a minute. Remember it now, but one of the maps has like actual restaurants on it. And Friday night, whenever we streamed it, and we found out it had a McDonald's and a KFC, and we were, you know, I made a joke about maybe one day I'll actually DoorDash food from one of those places and have it on stream. When you spark a stream again, I've been lacking. Hey, when it's always better with the stream when it comes to you, my friend. When you're ready, and then just, you know, fire up an awesome stream. I always tell everybody, like, if you're not feeling it, don't do it, because it can make you almost kind of like, not really regret it, but just one of them things where you're like, yeah, I probably should have waited, you know. So it's always do it when you're ready, my friend. I'm excited for the next one though. Have them alerts on. I'll be checking on my phone, be like, oh, is Ron live? I'm in there. Let's go. Oh jeez, I remember what the name of that map is that we're on, but anyway, I did. The next time we streamed it, we got to, I think it was what, Sunday. It was yesterday. We stopped because I did a 2-part stream. I had an hour block, and then I was going to be off in another hour block. Well, during the hour block we were off, I ordered McDonald's. Had it DoorDashed here. and I got like a Big Mac and a quarter pounder with cheese, and I got kids meals. Well, I put that all in the bag and brought it in here, and when we got through the next section of stream, we started at McDonald's. I was like, hey, check this out. Like, here you go, Crunchy. I forgot the food, and I brought up the boxes. It was great. It's just always I set up my rigs next to my PC setups, just jumping between those. Oh, I got you. See, that's what I should have done, but I didn't do it. Oh yeah, I forget. Crunchy's hit the max amount of people you can follow, which I did not know was a thing. But yeah, that's, I don't even know what the max amount of follow people is. It's insane to think about. But I should have done a side by side. For me, it'd have been a lot easier without wrecking here apparently. I should have done it side by side instead of the main center of it. Let me, we'll take it right here. We'll bring up the old face cam here real quick. We're gonna be raiding out soon. Just 11 years of streaming. There's the max. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a max. Hang on a second. We're gonna answer this lifelong question. Hang on. Where's my? There it is. Okay, hang on. What is the max amount of follows on Twitch? I have to know this because it's blowing my mind. The maximum number of channels users can follow on Twitch is 2,000. Goodness gracious. You has 2,000 people follow. That's crazy. Okay, I'm not even close. Yeah, me either. I feel that so much. It's like, yeah, me either. Me either. Oh gosh. But if what I do is kind of something you're interested in, I do have a YouTube channel you can check out. It's just recently went to hour-long videos. What you just saw here, where it's just cruising different maps, different cars, different settings, just trying to have this nice like hour-long chill video. Props you, my friends, the mission itself. It really is. Absolute mission. But yeah, if that's something you're interested in too, it's just a lot of different, just trying to do something different. But with that said, let's find somebody to raid out to real quick. Let me pull up the old Twitch again. Absolute legend over here, 2,000 follows. That blows my mind. All right, let's go to live and let's see who is live tonight and who can we show some love to. Let's see, Music Lover still on, Fluffy Bunny Girl. A bunch of people are on tonight. Oh, my boy New Blown. We gotta raid my boy New Blown. That's just how it works. He's absolute legend. I love New Blown to death. So we're raiding my Aussie friend New Blown. She'll show this awesome legend some love. And yeah, exactly that guy. Love this dude. He's a sweet guy. I love him to death. So thank y'all for being here. Really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, I'll be back on Friday night stream. We'll be back again for some more night drives in Lofi. We'll probably be on Glen Shill that night. The map I was thinking of earlier, Ron, it's called Road Toll 1.0. That's the map we were on. Super cool modded map, free roam map. But like I said, with that said, love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Remember you're worth it, as I always say. We'll be back again, like I said, Friday night. We'll have TikToks and shorts Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Then we have our long form content on Sundays. So check those out throughout the week if you don't mind, and get just a little bit of positivity for your day. That's really all I got. Just ready to hang out and watch some of these run some of Ron's videos. I'm definitely down for this. I love that emote. A little bouncing. Yeah. I love that. That's a cute emote. I love it. Crunchy has some of the cutest, adorable cat emotes ever too. Like, it's just absolutely adorable. I like that too. Bolt is Buzz. That's awesome. Delete. It's just a pistol. Oh, I love it. All right. Again, thank y'all so much. Ron, thank you for that follow, coming to hang out with us and spend a little time with us tonight. I really do appreciate it. Let's see y'all back soon. Y'all take it easy, okay? Bye-bye.